Thank you very much for joining me here. I'm back here to say hello, my friends. Actually, it has been a long time, but now I'm back for something very important for you. And I want to remind those who have not subscribed to this channel, please, you should subscribe and join me always to have much to learn and to get to understand about the learning and also get a lot of things to understand in life. Today, I want to talk to you about how can you solve examination stress. Many of the students have what you call examination stress. They always feel more stressed when it is time for the examinations. Let's first understand what really causes to have this stress of examination. Number one, most students, they worry about failing. They fear to fail the exams. So when you get worried about failing the exams, it will give you stress than even you could expect it. The second one, most of them, they don't have enough time to prepare for the exams. Like they fail. Most of the students, you may find like they are studying in 3 or 4 areas. You're studying in high school, or you're studying computer somewhere, you want to study English, you are studying university, you are studying this university, morning, another afternoon, and then you are studying part-time. You know, you find you have a lot of jam, a lot of things that you are studying, and it becomes so difficult for you to really to prepare your exams a lot, and it will give you much stress, and it will be very, very difficult. Another problem that many people of you have seen having, you have a challenge of time management. You can't manage your time very well. You don't know the time when you should revise. You don't know the time you should be using social media. You don't know the time you should be busy jazzing out with friends, going to visit relatives and what. You know, when you are a student, the only responsibility that you have is to read your books. Well, if you know that you have classes and you have been having normal classes, you wake up maybe early in the morning before you go to your university, you go to your secondary school, you go to your primary school, you go to whatever you're going to. First, review your work. It's better you read what you're going to learn on that very day. Early in the morning, you as a student. I know sometimes you can't understand. When you go to class, it will be easier for you to have some knowledge about the lesson you're going to learn on that day. Then, if you have taken the lesson in the night, review, reflecting to what the teacher or the lecturer or any whatsoever the instructor has given you about the topic. Then if it's time for revision or it's time for exams, actually you will not feel any stress. But some of you find you have to study, you have to read books, you have to study chemistry, physics, biology. If you're learning English, you have to do composition, grammar. You know, you find all things are piled. It's a lot for you to read. Actually, it will be very difficult for you to cope up that. And another problem that some people they have, there is what you call family pressure. The family wish you to perform well than you can. For example, you are not someone who's all that much kind of to be smart enough. Because maybe somewhere, you're not kind of someone who's not very serious. And if you fail, your family, they will ask you accountability. Why do you fail? So you find yourself, you are full of stress, just not because of yourself, but just because of the family. Now, what should we do? As students, we should know our responsibility. The problem of using social media all the time is not bad, but you should have time management. You should have the time for social media. 2, some of you have a problem of absenteeism from classes. The more you are absent from class, it's the more you'll be far away from the lessons that you're learning in the school, because you will never understand the lesson taken on the day that you are absent. So what should we do? Let's try to be present in our classes always. Let us review our lessons when you go back home. We will be away free from this stress of books. What do you eat? It is also an important thing that you should mind. Some of you just eat, but you should focus on eating food that builds the brain. Take example, when you eat fresh fish's soup, it will give you a nice brain and your memory should always keep reminded. 2, fruits. We have a lot of fruits that you should try to eat in order to avoid yourself free from forgetting all the time. And lastly, drink enough water. Some people, they don't want to drink water. They say, when I drink water, I feel I want to vomit. But the more you say, when I want to drink water, I feel I want to vomit, it will be the more you'll get stress, and it will be the more you'll get constant headache because your body lacks water. Remember that 70% of our body is made up of water. Students, mind your time. Always be conscious about the time. I know you can do it, and I know you will do it, inshallah. Thank you, and I will recommend you to subscribe to my channel because I have a lot to share with you. This is just the beginning. Let me see you when you happen to see me, inshallah.